Hey Deckers, it's time for the latest of the newly verified and playable Steam Deck games. If you like the stats you see during this video, then check out the SDG Companion App on the iOS and Android App Store. Kicking things off then at number 10 is WUCHANG Fallen Feathers, a Souls-like action RPG set in late Ming Dynasty China. Featuring challenging melee combat, dark folklore themes, plague-ridden environments, and a focus on skill-based progression. Become WUCHANG, a skilled pirate warrior struck by amnesia, who must navigate the uncertainties of her mysterious past while afflicted by the horrific feathering disease. At number 9 we have Shelldiver, a relaxed incremental and exploration game about fishing using a small submarine, focusing on upgrades, progression, and supporting a small community in a cozy underwater world. Your primary resource is jellyfish, the favourite meal of the turtles. With your handy bubble gun, you can chase and capture various unique types of jellyfish, each with their own unique spin and taste, probably, then sell them at your shop. At number 8, the cozy Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, an action RPG shop management hybrid where players explore dungeons for loot by night and run a shop by day. Dive deep into an action RPG with roguelike elements and a tale about new beginnings. With no coin to your name, you and your other townsfolk find yourselves stranded in the distant village of Tresna. Splitgate Arena Reloaded up next with playable status, which is a rebuild of Splitgate 2 as an arena FPS built around traditional shooter mechanics combined with player-placed portals, emphasizing fast movement, map knowledge, precision gunplay, and competitive multiplayer modes. No factions, no abilities, no limits. Choose the way you play with customizable loadouts, classic modes like Team Deathmatch and King of the Hill to party modes like Gun Game and Shotty Snipers. In at number 6 we have Cleared Hot, a nostalgic helicopter shooter with satisfying physics and light tactical elements. Shoot, dodge, move your squad around the battlefield and pick up almost anything with your rope and magnet. You can get creative and use the environment to your advantage, or send enemies ragdolling through the air with your rockets. Today's video is sponsored by the UGREEN Nexode power bank, which is 20,000 milliamps and up to 165 watt power max, but this has a built-in retractable cable. Yes, you heard that correct. And this thing is absolutely awesome. This has two USB-C, one with the retractable cable and the standard C2 in and out, both making a max 100 watts on in or out, and USB-A with 14 watts. In case you still need one of those. Retractable cable manages up to 65 centimeters, but you can actually do it in small stages if you need a smaller cable. And this managed to charge the Steam Deck OLED from completely flat to 95%. So still superb on the power front. And now you don't need to remember to bring a cable every time. Check out the link in the description below to pick one of these up. At number 5, Assetto Corsa Rally, an uncompromising rally simulation that captures the raw intensity and precision of the sport. Developed by Supernova in technical partnership with Kunos Simulazioni, AC Rally was developed on the base of Assetto Corsa's physics engine, specifically refined for the needs of rally, and a customized build of Unreal Engine 5. At number 4, an action RPG on the solo leveling universe with Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive, featuring fast-paced third-person combat, character progression, boss fights, and more. Dive into the original story from the webtoon and new adventures exclusive to the game. Experience dynamic, gorgeously animated combat that evolves with your choice of weapon and skill combos. At number 3 is Guild Wars Reforged, a modernized re-release of the original Guild Wars with updated visuals, audio, UI improvements, and full controller support while preserving the classic instanced MMO design and skill-based combat. You can even use your original account if you still have it. As you can see, we've got some actual gameplay footage on the deck for the top 3, and with Guild Wars Reforged, it's running at a pretty solid 60 frames per second with pretty much maxed out graphics and anti-aliasing. Although we get some minor dips in some of the combat, it's more than playable. And although the party members pop-up can be a little bit annoying and need a menu combo to actually be able to get rid of it, it is extremely playable on the deck and great to start back on those original Guild Wars, and a nice chill MMO if you want to play it on the deck. At number 2, something a little bit different with Routine, a first-person sci-fi horror set in an abandoned retro-futuristic lunar base, focusing on exploration, environmental storytelling, stealth, and survival in a tense atmospheric setting inspired by 1980s sci-fi. Pretty much a 30 frames per second experience on the Steam Deck, but I must admit it does look absolutely gorgeous, and capping this at 30 on the deck with the medium to high graphic settings is where you'll want to be. Or you can tweak it to low to get around 40, but 30 frames per second really is the sweet spot for this one, though it is still quite hefty on the battery, so only expect around 2 to 2.5 hours at best. At number 1 this week, though, is Ark Raiders, arguably the best survival extraction shooter to release this year. Set in a ruined future Earth dominated by hostile Ark machines, deploy from an underground hub, scavenge environments for loot, fight machines and other players, and extract before being overwhelmed. Solo play is pretty chill, but there are still some nasty players out there, so watch your backs. Playing on the Steam Deck is a very good experience actually. Not only does it look fantastic with the low to medium settings, but we do get a decent 30 to 50 frames per second depending on the environment area, but more than playable on the deck, and no anti-cheat problems either. That's the list of newly verified and playable Steam Deck games for this week. We try and do this video every couple of weeks when there's some decent games to look at. Let us know in the comments below what you've been playing, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.